best time to be doing this when there's like construction stuff happening. But what is going on, friends? We are back, brand new YouTube video, guys. It's been a minute, and I decided to make YouTube content again because I'll keep that for another video. Today, we're talking about the Amaran 300C, which is this guy right over here. Also being lit with a 300C as well. And I wanted to make this video for anyone who is looking for an RGBWW light, something that is fairly cost effective and something that isn't, necessarily heavy to carry around, heavy to travel with, right? But we'll get to that point in a second. What is the Amaran 300C? Well, for me, it is something that, again, was affordable. It's something that was RGBWW, as there's been more of a handful of shoots this year where I could have used more RGBWW lights, right? I have a handful of bicolor lights, which, again, bicolor is great. But there's times where, you want to be more artistic, you want to do something more stylistic, and having something where you can literally just pick a color from an HSI or from the gel presets that the Amaran 300C offers can be very, very useful. Well, let's talk about the price first, right? The price for the Amaran 300C is $512 as of right now, as of this date, right? And that gets you, there's two colors. There's a gray one, like a space gray one, and a white one. Pick your choice, it's the same price. They're both $512. Now it comes in this foam package, which kind of reminds me of the old DJI Phantom foam cases, which they get ripped up really easily. So I've placed mine into these Pelican 550 vault cases. They're padded cases. They're not the traditional like Trek pack cases, but they work well enough and they will protect your investment more so than the OEM soft cases. If you're renting out this light often or every now and then, I would highly invest in something like a 550 vault or a Nuke case or an SKB case or any kind of hard shell case. So that way your lights, the power supply, the reflector dish, all of them are protected when they go out onto, sometimes can be sketchy rentals. Zoom on to the next point, having a light that is RGBWW. Say you do music videos, maybe you're doing some dramas, maybe you're doing anything that involves an atmosphere or an environment where you want to be able to create and shape with different colors of light. That's one thing that allows us to separate our images, right? Is color contrast. We have exposure contrast, we have the decoration, right? We have the location, we have wardrobe, all those things. But color contrast is always something that can be very, very beneficial. If you've used any of these small aperture lights in the past, so like your MC lights, the MT Pro, you're used to Sidus Link, right? You're used to the availability of having to pick your color. It could be some hue of blue, a hue of pink, a purple, a yellow, an orange. And same thing with the 300C. It allows you to think of it as like a big ass version of an MC, right? Everything that the MC offers, the 300C offers just 3 times the size of that, or probably more than 3 times the size of that. Now, on a side note, just because a light is RGBWW doesn't mean that the intensity of light stays the same across the spectrum. That's why on a lot of spec sheets or technical sheets that you'll see for any light, it'll show what the intensity is, say in like foot candles, or most of the time it's in lux at 3200 Kelvin, right? Your tungsten color at 5600 Kelvin, at 7500 Kelvin, as different benchmarks, because different color temperatures will give you a different output of light, right? Just the actual intensity. So like an F8 versus an F11 versus an F5.6. And so in my case with the RGBWW lights with the 300C, once you get into your different colors of saturation, hue, your HSI, that's when you start to see a big difference when it comes to intensity of light. So for instance, if you're going into like a hue of like a pink or a magenta or purple at 100%, you get between an F2 or an F2.8 when it comes to exposure, right? And so if you're shooting like something dark and moody, you may, be at like an F.5 or an F1, something around there, right? So to have a light like the 300C to be able to add some ambient, some environment, some atmosphere, a slash of light, a row of effects of light that can get you the exposure that you need, I think the Amaran is a great choice for that. I use these lights on a feature film because we had moments, we had different scenes that required RGB, an RGB atmosphere, right? We wanted pinks, we wanted purples, we wanted hues of blue, we wanted some cyan, right? And so we did use like traditional methods of having a daylight lamp with colored gels over them. But to be able to have the availability, the flexibility, and the speed of having that color dialed into the light already actually makes you a lot faster on set. So I'm glad that I had at least one of these, if not two of them, for the film that I was on. The cable that attaches from the power supply to where you want to put on the stand, right? So right now I have this guy here. I don't know if you can see it. I'll do a close up, right? Basically, there's this like silver wire thing that some other companies use, and Amaran is decided to use it for this. And this thing, you basically just hang it on, you know, the side of like your C stand or your light stand. I just have this on a heavy light stand. You can use a C stand, but again, it's light enough where a light stand will be just fine. That wire I freaking hate because it's strong, but it just doesn't look good, you know. And if you have to unwind your C stand, right, whether it's the first riser or the second riser, sometimes you have to like hold the thing and then loosen up the stand and raise it and then put the thing back on, right? So that's annoying. I wish they had a better solution for that, like a lightning clamp would have been amazing. But again, I get it's a different price point and a different product. All in all, the 300C is a great light. For the price, the quality of light, the intensity of light, being able to use all the existing modifiers with it, as well as new modifiers that Amaran and Aperture are coming out with it. The light has the RGBWW capability that I was looking for, and it might be something that you're looking for as well. All right, that is it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this YouTube video. More to come, I do believe. And again, if you liked it, please leave it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel as always, just so you're notified of new content coming out. And I will do my best to create more content coming out that is useful for you guys. And as always, remember that you have an opportunity to create your experience and to write and tell your own story. My name is David Lee, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Okay. How's it, Melbourne? Same?
It's
Yeah.
the same.
Okay. Copy. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Okay. Ready in 3, 2, 1.